go to Mount Juliet right now because our Caresse Jackman was there the night of the early morning of there at West Wilson Middle School. She is there again today, 6 months later. Caresse, how is it looking out there?
Sadly, Tracy, not much has really changed out here in Mount Juliet at West Wilson Middle School. Take a look behind me here. You can still see the rubble. You can see the classrooms and just some of the walls still torn down here outside of West Wilson Middle School. But as we spoke with district leaders today, they told us, cleaning up is more than just picking up the pieces. It is a rebuilding process. The damage is quite devastating.
On March 3rd, Mother Nature showed no mercy on West Wilson Middle and Stoner Creek Elementary schools in Mount Juliet.
Thank God that, school wasn't in session and this hit in the early morning hours because you could just see how hard hit this school was. And
6 months later, the rubble remains.
Just the power of it again is undescribable.
Wilson County Schools spokesperson Bart Barker took us back to the scene today, where the tornado made a direct hit.
It has been a rough experience for everybody.
And it's been a whirlwind for the district these past 6 months. First the twister, then the pandemic, impacting the district in ways they never imagined.
The severity, the impact of that 1-2 punch, I don't know that you'd find that anywhere in the country other than right here in Wilson County.
Since the tornado damaged the buildings, the district says they've completed work on the Mount Juliet bus yard and the West Middle School's football field. Buses once damaged are now operational. But why, half a year later, do we see rubble, torn down walls, and damaged classrooms?
People have to remember when you're dealing with very complex, multifaceted insurance claims, such as 2 buildings, every just finite piece of information has to be logged, has to be evaluated, and that has taken some time.
Barker says the district has submitted everything needed for insurance purposes. Now it's a matter of getting a final word back on how to best move forward to get West Wilson Middle and Stoner Creek Elementary back up and running. But there's one thing Barker says hasn't changed.
This stuff, whatever happens with the buildings will happen. It's a building. It doesn't make the school. It's the teachers, the students. That's what makes a good school.
And despite everything that we saw out here that night and in the next few days, we did hear some acts of bravery and kindness. Coming up on News 4 at 6, Tracy, will reintroduce you to one man who actually knocked on neighbors' doors to warn them about the approaching storm and twister. We'll have that for you coming up in less than an hour. Tracy.